Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. In this lecture, we'll explore how the tongue serves as a window into the body's vital materials: qi, blood, yin, yang, and bodily fluids, through the lens of traditional Chinese medicine. By the end of our time together, you'll be able to observe and interpret tongue body and coating characteristics to inform accurate TCM pattern diagnoses. Here's our roadmap 1. Theoretical foundations. Understanding why the tongue reflects internal health. 2. Tongue body analysis, color, shape, and texture as indicators of qi, blood, yin, and yang. 3. Tongue coating analysis, coating color, thickness, distribution, and texture as markers of fluid, balance, and pathogenic factors. 4. Clinical integration, applying the 8 principles and Zhang Fu mapping to form a complete picture. Theoretical foundations. The tongue is the mirror of the organs. In TCM theory, we recognize 4 primary body materials: qi, the dynamic life force; blood, the nutritive substance that anchors the mind; body fluids, thin, jin, and thick, ye fluids that moisten and nourish; yin and yang, the balance of substance; yin and warmth, activity, yang. The tongue body represents substance, blood, yin, and temperature, heat or cold, while the coating reflects fluid dynamics, jin, ye, digestive transport, stomach, qi, and pathogenic factors like dampness or heat. Tongue body analysis. Let's examine how tongue body features map to internal conditions. Tongue body color. A pale tongue appears light, almost whitish red. This often indicates cold in the interior or qi and blood deficiency. You might notice signs like fatigue, pallor, and anemia-like symptoms in Western terms. A red tongue is bright red. This suggests excess heat, which may present as fever, inflammation, or acute infections. A crimson or deep red tongue appears deep, almost purple red. This signifies heat at the yin or nutritive or shui or blood level. Symptoms can include night sweats, irritability, and insomnia. A purple tongue is bluish purple, often with spots. This indicates blood stasis, which is poor circulation, fixed pains, and varicosities. Alternatively, if the tongue is bluish rather than true purple, it may indicate extreme cold. Tongue body shape and texture. A swollen tongue with teeth marks has edges that are scalloped, and the body appears puffy. This indicates spleen qi deficiency with damp accumulation. Patients often feel heaviness or digestive sluggishness. A thin or narrow tongue appears shrunken or atrophied. This suggests yin and/or blood deficiency, common in chronic conditions and elderly patients. A deviation or quivering tongue veers off-center or trembles when protruded. This signifies internal wind, often due to liver wind or phlegm obstructing clear qi flow. A cracked or fissured tongue has deep vertical or horizontal cracks. This points to yin deficiency if the cracks are deep and wide, or stomach yin depletion if there are middle line cracks. Tongue coating analysis. Next, we turn our attention to the tongue coating, its color, thickness, distribution, and texture, and what it tells us. Alright, let's dive into the coating, color, and thickness. Thin white coating is considered normal when it's light and transparent. However, if it's unusually thin, it may indicate slight cold or a weakened stomach qi. A thick white coating forms a dense, pasty layer. This reflects cold-damp retention or wind cold invading the interior. Now, a thin yellow coating is a light yellow film. It's a marker of mild heat, often seen in early yang patterns. On the other hand, a thick yellow coating is a heavy, oily yellow layer. This indicates damp heat or phlegm heat, frequently accompanied by sensations of fullness or heaviness. Lastly, a grey or black coating ranges from dark grey to black, and it can be dry or greasy. This signals extreme cold if it's moist or extreme heat if it's dry. These patterns carry a more serious prognosis. Moving on to coating distribution and texture. Distribution zones tell us a lot. If the coating is only on the posterior or root, it suggests kidney yang deficiency or cold in the lower burner. When it's centered only, it points to spleen or stomach disharmony, be it cold, damp or heat. If it's on the sides only, it indicates liver or gallbladder involvement or qi stagnation. A uniform coating, however, suggests a generalized internal imbalance. Now, let's talk about texture. A greasy or slippery coating reflects phlegm damp or damp heat obstructing fluid movement. A dry coating points to yin or blood deficiency or heat-consuming body fluids. And a peeled or geographic coating indicates stomach yin deficiency or severe heat drying the coating away in patches. Finally, let's introduce clinical integration. We'll be looking at the 8 principles and Zhangfu mapping. Today, let's talk about excess versus deficiency patterns. When we look at excess patterns, we often see signs like thick coatings, bright or dark colors, and a rigid body. These can indicate conditions such as heat, cold, dampness, or phlegm. On the other hand, deficiency patterns present differently. You might notice pale or dry tongues, thin bodies, peeled coatings, or even deep cracks. These signs can point to deficiencies in qi, blood, yin or yang. Heat versus cold differentiation. A red body with a yellow coat indicates heat in the yang organs, such as liver heat. On the other hand, a pale body with a thick white coat points to cold damp in the spleen or stomach. Yin versus yang insights. A dry red peeled tongue signifies yin deficiency with empty heat, also known as false heat. In contrast, a moist pale body with a grey-black coat indicates yang deficiency with internal cold. The tongue offers a rapid, non-invasive window into internal health. Mastery of body and coating observations sharpens your pattern differentiation. Integrated with pulse diagnosis and patient history, tongue diagnosis guides targeted herbal, acupuncture, and lifestyle interventions. Thank you for your attention. Ready to transform your health? Schedule your initial visit with Michael Woodworth at Makari Wellness today. Visit Makari Wellness. Come now to unlock your body's innate healing potential.